A senior NATO official is warning that a potential Russian nuclear strike would almost certainly trigger a physical response from many allies, potentially from the NATO alliance itself. The comments relayed to reporters from a NATO press officer came as defense ministers met to discuss how best to help Ukraine. As Russia continues its aerial bombardment of Ukraine, Putin has been making veiled threats that a nuclear strike is on the table. With me now is retired Army Major Mike Lyons. Great to see you, Major. I appreciate it. This is a sense of where the Russians have been hitting in Ukraine over the last few days. I do want to talk, though, about these nuclear threats. Now, to be clear, U.S. officials, they say they don't think that Russia is about to use nuclear weapons. But what they do say is they are listening to these threats and taking them seriously. You worked in this field. So talk to us about, in theory, how Russia might use tactical nuclear weapons.
So a tactical nuclear weapon is really a border weapon. It only has a range of anywhere between 15 and 20 miles, but it has tremendous destruction capability. So you look at a situation where Russia currently has a doctrine that says we escalate with nuclear weapons to de-escalate should we be attacked conventionally. So the way things are shaping out right here, you see Russian troops on this side of the Dnieper River. And I think you're going to see what happen as they eventually get pushed across here. That Dnieper River becomes this natural boundary that now Russia will claim that they can fire nuclear weapons into this area, tactical nuclear weapons, that will render that area useless. You won't be able to have any kind of offensive operations there. But it'll also keep Ukraine troops out of it. I think the target will be Ukraine military, and that's what TACNUKES does. It kind of fixes the conventional force in play. It doesn't allow them to move because of the destruction capability that they have.
Now, to be clear, no one is saying that this will happen. This is just a suggestion of how Russia could use these weapons. It would be to take this entire area off the battlefield. In some ways, take it off the earth, when you're talking about tactical nuclear weapons.
Right.
Again, you were in this field in the 80s. What was learned, or what did the U.S. think ultimately about whether nuclear weapons could be used in a limited way?
Well, we recognized that the tactical nuke really wasn't the deterrence we thought it was going to be. We planned for something like this. We had tactical nukes well positioned forward in our units in Germany at the time, and then we were going to use them in a retreat and withdraw as Russian troops were coming. We were outnumbered 6-1 at the time, 10-1 in artillery, so we had no expectation. We needed the nuclear weapons in order to keep the Russian troops from potentially coming towards us. Because again, it renders that land worthless. As the Russian troops come through that nuclear wasteland, so to speak, they're going to be exposed to radioactivity, and that's going to increase their casualties.
And also the idea of a limited nuclear use, it was sort of determined there was no way to limit it, that once you start, it just rolls out of control.
Yes, escalating, and that we go from tactical nukes to strategic nukes. So how are these nuclear weapons going to be delivered? If they're delivered by artillery tubes, that's one thing. But now if they start being delivered by submarines or they start coming from the air, that changes them. They're no longer tactical nukes. Those are strategic nukes. Those can be much larger weapon systems, and those can go much deeper in Ukraine.
Let's go back to what's been actually happening. We've seen the Russians hitting Ukraine all over the country from the air. The Ukrainians claim they're shooting down about half of the Russian missiles that are coming in. We don't know if that's an accurate number or not, but what would the Ukrainians need in order to defend themselves?
Well, they need more advanced air defense platforms. They just won't get them in time. We're claiming we're going to send them some of the NSTEMs, we're going to send them the T-SLAMs, we're going to send them better systems. But the bottom line is Russia is using these supersonic missile systems as well as even the hypersonic missiles. There's no capability for them to shoot those down. I think that these numbers have been highly exaggerated because it doesn't appear that there's enough air defense assets even in country to take care of those things, to take care of the amount of missiles that they're firing right now.
Major Mike Lyons, great to have you as always. Thank you very much.